Oh, wow. I only have like 15 minutes on this, guys. I guess I need to hurry it up quick, huh? Good thing we already got the incense going. Happy Hump Day. Yeah, you know how it is on Hump Day. You're like, I don't have time to listen to a 30-minute, 45-minute, 1 hour tarot reading. I have things to do, right? So I guess let's just get on to them. So, go ahead and start. I'll do a past, present, future today, again, to keep it quick. So, let's see what we got. What's on deck for this collective today? Sorry for the moving camera, guys. I'm changing some things around in my office, and hopefully I can get a better setup going for this particular channel, but until then, this is what I have. So, you know, we do with what we got until we can get better. That's just the way it is. It's not like, oh, I'm going to do this when. I'm going to do this when, right? It's always like, I'm going to have kids when I have enough money. I'm going to do this when I'm going to go on vacation when I have enough money. Yeah, you might need to put on a deposit down or something, but you can still work the remaining 6 months of the year or whatever till you go on that vacation, right? And keep putting money towards it. Like, people want it all up front right now in the palm of somebody else's hand, and they just want you, right? And you're in collective, you know better. You're like, yeah, that's not exactly how it works. Every now and then, though, right, we get something gifted to us, right? But sometimes, yeah, I think what some people don't realize is the gift is ourselves. The gift is our abilities, right? One of my friends who is more of, she's a non-Catholic Christian. One of her that I always remember, it's like, you know, you might be, Jesus puts you in the boat on the water, but he gives you a paddle. So start paddling, right? Like, okay? And if you don't paddle, then you ain't gonna go nowhere. So don't get mad at God who gave you a paddle, right? Yikes. Because you know what'll happen? God will flip your ass over and show you what that paddle can be used for, right? Okay, so if you don't want your butt kicked, stay out of the competition, even if it may be friendly. This could be the clown circus, literally, this Five of Wands here that you have left. Because you're like, you're tired of fighting over direction, okay? And that could be this, like, paddling thing as well. This could be, like, people saying, no, we need to go this way, we need to go this way. Meanwhile, you're already, like, halfway through the race. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's very quiet here this morning. That's why I'm getting this, pumping this out. Scorpionic energy, death card. Something could be coming to a final close for you. Scorpio is up next after Virgo season. We are in Virgo season now. Virgos are also known for putting things in their place, right? Organizing things. You may find that after organizing certain things, you may not need other things anymore. And that may be a death of that. It may be some kind of purge. You know, maybe it's, maybe now that you have your gym membership, you just don't use the rowing machine in your basement anymore. You can get rid of it. Like, it's coming to a close, right? And then it goes on and lives a life somewhere else, right? But you're not here babysitting it, right? You're not worried about it. I feel like, and as hard as letting go can be, and I know it may sound silly for me to be talking about a piece of exercise equipment, but y'all, have you seen that TV show, Hoarders? Okay. There's people that they get really emotionally attached to objects. Okay. I have closets that I need to clean out from, like, old work clothes and stuff that I don't even, like, fit into necessarily. And even if I did fit into it, like, would I even wear it again? You know what I mean? Like, it's just not my thing anymore, right? So yeah, I feel like you could be telling somebody, like, this just isn't your thing anymore, and somebody could be getting a little bit stressed out about it. It's not you that is letting go, it's the other people. Sometimes it happens with funerals as well, right? The funeral is more for like everybody else. It's like, but like maybe like the person that's had cancer for the last 3 years, like they knew they were going to die. Their family was preparing for them to die. Like everything was about their death, right? And now they don't have to worry about that anymore, right? Okay. So, death is just a transition for us, right? It doesn't mean that we are, gone from existence. It means that we are gone from this earthly world, right? Okay. Let's continue on, please. And looking forward now. Judgment. So yeah, after this kind of purging happens, you may be faced with the judgment of like, does this belong, right? Or does it need to go into the donation pile, in kind of the simplistic terms, okay? And again, just because it goes in the donation pile doesn't mean it's not good, right? It's just not for you. I literally posted that song this morning, Not For You by Pearl Jam. So you might want to check it out. There may be some kind of message in there for somebody. But yeah, it's like maybe somebody really likes lamb, okay? They like to eat lamb. And maybe you just don't care for lamb. You're just like, it's just not for me, okay? It doesn't mean there's anything wrong with the lamb, right? And somebody else is going to go on and enjoy it, right? It doesn't disappear. It doesn't go away. It's not useless lamb. It's just not for you, right? You got to understand the difference there. I think sometimes we get messages from people that make us think somehow that we are useless people, right? But nobody is really useless. I mean, even the devil has a use for people, right? So if you ever think you're useless, just remember, there are things out there that want your time and attention. Yes, they do. Oh, yes, they do. But, what attention are you giving it? That may be a judgment that you need to face. Like I said before, is this for you? Is this not for you? Okay. And maybe it can go and live a life where it needs to be lived. Okay. Just not under your watchful gaze, right? You're releasing the attachment to it. And it's something that I feel like that people have been fighting over that you like don't even want. Nine of Swords in the outcome. So I feel like this is some karmic energy. Stay grounded during this time if you are getting any kind of energetic things getting tossed your way that you're like, why am I even worrying about this right now? I don't necessarily think that it's something that you need to worry about. I think it is something where other people are worried about how they fit into whatever it is that you're worried about. And you're like, I ain't worried about you. You left that behind a long time ago. So, it's like they're just catching up. They're just waking up and saying, oh gosh, what have I done now? Well, we all have to step out and make our own choices, don't we? Right? And sometimes the road alone, the journey can be difficult, right? But collective, that does not mean that you give up, right? I think the reason that you're here now is because you did not give up on yourself, right? You knew there was something beyond what you were seeing, what you're experiencing, maybe specifically on this earthly plane, okay? And that is part of why you do see these energies around you. Okay, you might be sensitive to some of these energies. You might actually like visually. Some people are more clairsentient, clairaudient, clairvoyant. Sometimes with the clairvoyance, I would say that you can see things in your mind's eye. I think is more typically what they say of the third eye. But there are people that can actually see visions, shadow figures, energetic entities. Okay. Those may be some of the things that are around you. And it's not your. I heard this story a long time ago about somebody who had like a ghost in their house, and they told the ghost to go to the light and go home. Okay. You know what I mean? It's not your job to guide these entities. It's not your job to guide these. Okay. They might have had some spiritual thing happen to them where now they're like pulling backwards. And some of them, they have not crossed over yet. These are like living, breathing people on the earthly plane, and they don't know what else to do except try and pick at you. So that is how pathetic those people are. Okay. And you know, the older we get, sometimes we find out that people just never learn, they don't grow up, they don't change, right? You know, we all start out with a certain kind of basic package and foundation, and we hope for the best, right? But at the end of the day, you know, moving forward with your judgment, I think is what Spirit wants you to do. I think they want, 12 on the clock here. They want you to be confident in this, okay? They want you to be satisfied that you have done everything that you have needed to do. You've probably done more, okay? And that might be some of this now even rushing up, okay? Because it's like you've been pushing this big ball up the hill, right? And then all these people were supposed to hold it at the top of the hill. And then when it got to the top of the hill, you're like, hey, everybody, it's here. And they're like, okay. And then so you left and you went on your way. And then what happened? Just as they didn't take responsibility for getting up the hill, they didn't take responsibility for it staying on the hill. So then all of a sudden it starts moving. And then they're like, oh, wait, but the collective brought it up the hill. No, see, they don't get it. Okay? And that may be why you're covering your hand, like they still don't get it. Right? You did your job. You clocked out for the day. Okay. And then they want to sit there and turn around and point their fingers and say, the collective. They can't maintain shit. These people cannot function for themselves. And look at how many of them there are. That's what is so amazing about the whole thing. And then they just want to sit there and pick on one person? Go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. Okay. Yeah, I might get demonetized on that one. Okay, but you know, some messages are important. Some things are worth more than money. Money, money. You ever hear that song? Money, money, money. What's the other one? Money, 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 money. Money. Yeah, didn't one of our former presidents have that as the theme song to his game show? Again, I don't want to point any fingers here, but you understand what I'm getting at. I think most do. Again, the clown race, not for you. Like, who's in charge? Oh, it's a clown? Excuse me, I'm in the wrong friggin' parts. Okay? And that is why Spirit is showing you this death here. Saying, yeah. What's that song? Death Don't Have No Mercy? Whew. All right. I hope this message leaves you guys well. I think overall this is something very good for you. Please do protect yourself.